how many credit hours? Hi guys, currently considering doing an exchange semester in the US, UT Austin to be specific. I have to obtain 30 ECTS credits during the semester, which according to UT Austin should be equivalent to 15 credit hours. Ideally, I should have even more classes to cover all my required classes that I would have at my home university. However, everywhere I've looked online tells me that 12 credit hours is the norm. I'm asking here because it seems like most of you guys are in the US. For context, I am in electrical/automation engineering, and I will be doing my exchange during the fourth year of a 5-year master's. What do you guys think? Is 15 or even more credit hours too much? And the answer to that is no. 15 credit hours is considered a normal load in the US, and this is a good lesson for those of you that are maybe in high school and thinking about college and or those of you that are exchange students and thinking about transferring to the US or taking classes in the US. 15 credit hours is normal. 15 credit hours is equivalent to 3 credit hour classes, and there might be a lab in there. If you're taking 15 credit hours and there's labs in there, then you might be taking 3 labs or 2 labs, depending on how many credit hours your labs are worth. Most of mine in college were worth 1 credit hour. And that's a pretty normal load. You should expect about 3 hours per credit hour outside of class is the standard. So you're spending 15 hours of class in a week, 15 hours a week in class, and then another 45 hours a week studying throughout the week. And that's probably the maximum amount of time that you spend dedicated to school in the week. So 60 hours during the week dedicated to school. So that's pretty normal load. What I'd say is don't take more than 15 credit hours, especially if you're an exchange student in the US for a semester, because Austin's a really cool city. For those of you that don't know this, I lived in San Antonio for an extended period of time, which is close to Austin, and I took a lot of day trips around Austin, and there's a lot of really cool things to do around Austin. A lot of day trips. It's the Texas Hill Country. You got Fredericksburg, you got the Pedernales Falls, you've got the various lakes, you've got Marble Falls, you've got really good barbecue, alcohol, you got distilleries, breweries. You got a lot of good things to do around Austin, even in Austin. So you want to have some time to go explore Austin and the rest of Texas on your weekends. You can go up to Dallas Fort Worth, which is pretty suburban, but maybe you want to go to Six Flags or go to a Mavericks game or a Cowboys game, and then you can go to Houston, you go to NASA and do Kemah and Galveston, or go to South Padre, or go down to San Antonio, see the Riverwalk. A lot of really cool things you can do on the weekends whenever you're based in Austin. So yeah, don't take more than 15 credit hours. Now, somebody in the comment section said this. They said that they're taking 21 credit hours this semester, and they're insane. Don't be like that. That's not everybody. That's not the norm. Don't do what they're doing. 18 credit hours is about the max. That's what I call a complete load. But 15 credit hours is a normal load. That's more than enough credit hours for you to be taking, especially whenever you're abroad. I wouldn't try to stretch it too much whenever you're abroad, because you're here to have fun too, and you should have fun.
I'm miscommunicating. I just made a pilot, then they threw me on the stations. Now I'm not complaining. My thoughts get complicated. I cannot explain in layman's. Never losing focus because I ain't chasing payments. Still playing in the basement while I'm working on arrangements. They heard the kid in 50 countries. Thank God that's amazing. But I'd rather thank Spotify. They put me on the stage.